Hello, everybody. I think we are live now. I think. Um, welcome to Dolly Diaries. This is a new way of doing a Dolly Diary. I decided to do it live. And I thought, I wasn't even going to do this. I was just going to jump on here and play my game, which I've been doing a little bit. And I've been playing Sims, which has been kind of fun and entertaining and kind of a time passer and a killer and a disappear from the world a little bit of time. And so I've been doing that a little bit. And then when I jumped on, I saw what's on YouTube and I looked and this came up. Why be collecting you reborns? Laugh, Dream, Imagine 29. Now, never seen her before, never seen this video before. Um Let me see here. So 9 years ago, I connected with fellow Reborn Collective for Facebook to make this video possible. I don't know anything about this gal. I don't know anything in here. She does have a lot of subscribers, 54.8 thousand subscribers. If anybody is interested in this one, let me see now. Just scrolling down, I'm seeing a lot of comments. Nobody I really recognize actually so far. Huh, interesting. So I don't know what to expect, guys, and I thought, why not watch it together? So I'm gonna bring it up big, take this off, and not big. Is that good? Cinema, cinema, cinema mode, cinema mode. Yeah, I like this. So let's watch this together. Maybe I'll stop and yak. Most likely, I'll stop and yak a little bit along the way. And if you want to join in and yak with me a little bit, when I stop, I might pull someone up to yak a little bit about what we're seeing here. The link is there if you'd like to come on. The choice is yours, no pressure, or you can just yak below. Yakety yak yak. Let's yak and watch this video together. Why do we collect reborns? What does Laugh, Dream, Imagine 29 have to say about this?
With Gracie, and William is back there, right there. This is a video that I've been wanting to make for a very, very long time, but I've been sick and busy and life happened. So for today's video, I wanted to talk to you all, whether you are new to this hobby or you're just one of those curious people that just has to know why we collect reborns.
Now, I should have went back and looked and seen when her latest video was or what was her latest video because maybe she's not making videos anymore. I don't know. This little girl she has with her is super sweet. Looks like in the background she has some pictures, actually pictures that she has what do you call it? Printed. We don't see this very much, but she has them hanging up and she has a beautiful little playpen in the back. So, what is this sculpt? I do not know. I do not know. Let's continue to watch.
So I went to a couple of the Facebook groups that I am in and decided to ask everybody, why do they collect their reborns? Why do they have this hobby that is perceived as something weird and for the crazy-minded ones? I have three.
That's funny. And once again, this video was made 9 years ago, I believe. So, you know, the question is still being asked why we collect reborn dolls, why we collect dolls at all. Why does anybody collect anything?
Glorious pages here full of responses and comments and such from everybody telling me why they collect their reborns. I'm not going to have enough time to read all of them to you guys, but I thought this would be a good way to give you all a perspective of a bunch of different people besides myself. I've got answers here from teenagers, adults, all sorts of people that love this hobby and they wanted to share with you why they have it. So let's get started.
Well, hello, Jamie Norwood. What am I watching right now? I'm watching a video. Can you hear this video? Can you hear it? Maybe you can't hear it. If you can't hear it on the live, that's pretty bad. I'm hoping you can hear it. Let me know if you can hear it, or did you hear it? I'm gonna go back here. I'm in here and see if this can be heard. No, looks like it's being heard. Which video is it? What are you watching now? Which video is it? Well, my gosh. You might have to see. Let me see now. It's up on the screen there, I believe, what video it is. It's called Why We Collect Reborns. My face is covering it. That's why. What in the world did I do? It is called Why We Collect Reborns. Laugh, Dream, Imagine 29. That is the channel, and the name of the video is Why We Collect Reborns. I need to change where my face is located. Can I do that? No, I can't when I'm doing this right now, but I understand why. I wonder if I can hit a share, copy. Probably can't see me doing this, and I'm going to put it in here and a paste. Is that going to come up? Yay! This is what we're watching. It is a YouTuber that was around 9 years ago, it appears. Laugh, Dream, Imagine 29. And she made this video. If you're just tuning in 9 years ago, and she's had 13K followers or views of this video, and she has a big following, 54.8 subscribers. And I don't know too much about her. I've never seen her before. Maybe she's not making videos anymore. I mentioned earlier. Maybe she is. I'm really not sure, but you can see now that I've moved it up a bit who it is right here. I don't know if you can see my little arrow there, but you can see who it is. And it looks like she went on Facebook and asked around to different people why they collect. And I was just jumping on to do something else, and I thought, "You know what? I'll do a live because I've never ever seen 1, this YouTuber, and 2, this video, and I love doing reactions." So I thought, "Well, why not?" So, let's get back to watching.
One of the most common reasons why people have reborns, especially, I mean, you can have any hobby for this reason, is because, believe it or not, as weird as this sounds, reborns kind of help with things like anxiety, stress, depression, all sorts of mental states.
Isn't that the common reason why people talk about collecting reborns? It's like people talk about this. It's almost like people need an excuse to collect reborn dolls. There's various reasons why people collect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything negative, but I'm just saying, if you're collecting trains, do we ever say that? I think any hobby is awesome for one's mental health, but for some reason, um, this is brought up a lot. So maybe this is the main reason why people collect. I don't know. I really don't know. Once again, if anybody wants to come on here and show your face or your voice while I'm yakking along, you can hit that stream button. Let me know that you've done that, because basically right now all I can see is the live texting, and then I can go in and pull you up if you want to do that. So let's get back to why we collect reborns.
If you just think of it this way. If you've ever held like a sleeping baby or just a happy little kid, not a screaming or crying one, because that's just. But if you've ever held a contemplative baby, you would know that it gives you kind of this warm, fuzzy feeling on the inside, because you just look down and they're so peaceful, and you don't want to do anything that's going to wake them up or startle them. So it just kind of brings upon this calm demeanor, so to speak. And if you've had a really long day or you're just going through something rough, just cuddling with the doll, it just, I don't know, just kind of makes everything better. Might sound weird to you, but it's not weird to a lot of us. There's quite a few people in here that collect dolls for that reason, and I'd like to share with you guys some of the things that they've written. So this first response is from Sarah, and she says, "My reason is I was diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and social anxiety. I
So that's one of the reasons, anxiety and depression and different things like that. Let's move along a little bit.
are all grown now, and I'm older, so I can't have any more kids, but I still feel that mothering instinct of having an infant or toddler to hold." Another common reason, and this is probably one of the most, I guess you could say, stereotypical, because this is what everybody assumes when they hear of reborns, is that someone has a reborn because they may have lost a child, or they
I've heard that reasoning too. They lost a child, and that's why they collect reborns, and that's why they want a realistic doll. That's another reason. There's many different reasons, but that's another reason I've heard quite commonly, for collecting, reborn dolls. So one, we heard depression, anxiety helps. It helps if you're having a bad day to cuddle or hold or anything like that. The other one is if you've had a loss in your life. Me, I say any kind of collection is fantastic for mental health, and I feel that that's all we need to say, really, but that's my viewpoint. We just like to collect, and we don't have to feel like we give excuses, but I feel that I don't know, it even exists 9 years later, kind of the reasoning why people say, "Why do you do this?" You feel like you gotta give more of a reason. What do you guys think out there? And if you wanna come on and chat about it, let me know. Just hit the link below. Hit the link, StreamYard, and I'll pull you up and we can have a chat about it.
can't have their own kids. While that is true, there are a lot of people that have it for that reason. That's not the only reason why people collect these dolls. Okay, so this response comes from Christina, and she says, "I had lost a baby, and due to medical reasons, I can no longer have any more. I had and I have reborns in my life as they just help out a lot. I love to get them dressed, take them out, and talk to people who have never heard of them." Here's another response I got. "I've always wanted to be a mom, and the tug of my heart misses my babies I've never had. At 39 years old, I couldn't or didn't have my own. Then I decided to have reborns." Another
So most of it is wanting your own children, depression and anxiety, loss of a child. That's what we've got so far. Um, yeah.
reason why a lot of us collect reborns is because we love the art form. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I have the reborns. If you really think about it, someone takes a blank, plain vinyl kit and is able to paint it to
That is amazing itself because it's art. It is an art form. It's not, and if you have a doll, dolls are good too. I collect all kinds of dolls. But reborns itself, we're talking about reborns, and to me, the definition of a reborn is a doll that's been painted. And to me, that's the kind of the way I think about it. And I love the realistic or the realism of a reborn doll. I don't know this baby. I keep looking at this baby in this video. I wish I knew what baby this is. Look at her hair. Look how well rooted and how full the hair is. Wow. Maybe she'll tell us who this baby is. Hello, Heather. How are you today? If you're just tuning in, this is Belinda, and you know me from Dolly Diaries, and I am here just going through this video that I came across and just chatting about it along the way. I have the link above if anybody watching wants to come on and have a chat with me during watching this video, just to chat. And I've never ever seen this YouTuber before. I'll pull my face down a little bit so you can see. Laugh, Dream, Imagine 29. And she has a lot of followers, and this video brought in a lot of views. So I thought, hell, let's take a look at it and go from there. So if you want to jump on, let me know and I'll pull you up. And let's watch some more.
look just like a real kid. How incredible is that? That is talent right there. But the biggest reason why people collect reborns is just because they're fun and we enjoy them. Who says that once you're a teenager or an adult that you have to stop loving dolls or anything for that matter? Why does any hobby or any interest have to have an age limit? It shouldn't. You should be.
I love that she said that. I love that she spoke about all hobbies, and it doesn't have an age limit, and you can collect, play, create, dress, play. I guess play with dolls, play with trains, play with any kind of collection. Look at the Labubu fad. They're all over the place, and no one, why do you do that? Why do you do this? It seems like with reborns, people tend to think it's some kind of mental health issue. Um, because maybe because they're so realistic, maybe that's what it is, or the whole, oh, she plays with dolls or whatever, but they don't say, oh, he plays with trains. I don't know. It's just strange. I'm hoping to think that in this time frame, 9 years later from this video, that we have moved forward in regards to the stigma attached to that. Do you think we've moved forward? Do you think things are better in regards to collecting dolls? Myself, my community, my circle of people, I would say no. Nobody in my small little town gets it, understands, or even wants to ask me about it. They don't, because I don't know if they don't want to know the reason, or they're just kind of think it's strange and they're just like, okay. They just, I can tell by the facial expressions, that people just don't want to look, touch, or know anything about it. It's bizarre, isn't it? But that's okay because we all have different interests. We all enjoy different things, and that makes the world go around, right? If we're all the same, what's the point?
Able to be interested in anything at any age. And besides, what's wrong with this hobby? We're not hurting anybody. Why is it a bad thing? Why is it creepy or weird? It's not. There's a lot of us that just love these dolls for the simple thing that they are dolls. They're fun. Honestly, for those people that like role playing and like to pretend with them, like all these videos on YouTube. It's called having an imagination. The last point I want to honestly make though is why should it matter why someone does something? Why should it matter why we collect these dolls? It shouldn't. I don't understand why all
I had to stop there. I love that you said it's called having an imagination. It is. It's called having an imagination. I love that. I love that. Good going. What's on her what's I'm trying to read what's on her necklace there. I can't really see. I don't know her name. I feel bad. I should have looked into all that, but I thought it won't be a blind reaction if I don't just start playing it. If I know all kinds of information prior to, I'm not really reacting. And so that's the way I'd like to do Dolly Diaries. I know in the past I've done some videos in Dolly Diaries, and my first few videos that I did, they never turned out. And I've already seen the video, and by the time I got around for the video, they actually turning out, um, I've already seen it a few times. So it's not really a blind reaction. So I thought I'm going to do this live. So it's definitely a blind reaction. What's the name of her channel? I'm going to do this. Why we collect reborns. There she is. I think you can see it there. And you can also, I think I put in here not only the link if you want to come on and chat, but the link to the actual video is in the chat too. So if you want to do that, it's there. And let's watch some more.
hobbies can't just be accepted. Everybody is interested in different things. People believe in different things. People have different opinions. And honestly, we should all be able to accept and respect that and love each other for who we are. No two people are alike. That's how we were created to be. So just because I collect dolls, you might think I'm weird or I'm creepy or I have mental issues and I'm insane. That's your opinion. This is something I love. This is something I'm interested in. What
What a wise young gal. I'll have to watch a few more of her videos after seeing this. I like how she kind of describes and talks about why she collects the dolls, and she don't care what you think, and you can care whatever. You can think whatever. I like it. I like her.
What I'm doing isn't affecting you in any way, shape, or form. In reality, everybody collects reborns for a different reason, and any reason is a good reason. If you just love the art form, go for it. If you
I love that. Any reason is a good reason. You don't have to give a reason. So if someone says why, well, any reason is good reason. I like to collect. Why do I have to give an excuse? Why do I have to give a reason? Why do I have to give? Well, some people like it in nursing homes. Some people like this and some people like that. And I do this and mental health and all this. Who cares? I just like it. Like, bugger off.
you might have anxiety or depression or anything that just you need a little extra love from, that's cool too. Maybe
Jamie is saying 104 comments and why we collect reborn video now. Wow. Let me see. 104 comments. That's awesome. That's what I'm saying. Have you guys, Jamie or Heather, have you watched her before? Do you know her name? Have you watched any of these videos? Look at this 9 years ago, 8 years ago. Wow, all kinds of comments. And the thing is, when I'm scrolling down, I'm not seeing anyone that I recognize. My gosh, I'm not seeing anyone that I recognize in the comments. See, I'm new to the YouTube world and all this, couple years, so look at this one. Can I have one? Well, we've all seen that. If you have a YouTube channel, there's always somebody that wants a free doll. Like, what is up with that? Do you go to other channels of collectors and say, "Can I have one?" Like, seriously? Is it just because we like to gift dolls to people and we have giveaways and stuff? Is that why? Like, "Aw, this video was inspirational. So nice, so nice." Let's continue the video, and then we'll take a look at some of the comments. And once again, if you want to come on and chat with me, hit the link. Um, not the YouTube link, the link at the beginning, which is a StreamYard, and we can put your face up here, and you can yak with me.
maybe you've lost a child or you can't have a child or adopt a child. These guys are pretty awesome. That's why we collect reborns. Any reason is a good reason. Why can't you just accept that? It's not that hard to do. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. This is
Any reason is a good reason. Why can't you accept that? It's not too hard to do. That's a pretty closing. That's pretty That's a pretty good, strong closing statement, in my opinion. Love it.
something I've been wanting to talk about for a very long time, and it probably is going to be a long video, and I'm sure there's things that I've forgotten to mention. Why don't you leave down below in the comments, why do you collect dolls, or why are you into the hobby that you're into? I'd love to hear it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, if you're interested in seeing more reborn videos. If you're not interested in seeing more reborn videos, then this is not the place for you. And
I love this girl. And if you're not interested in seeing any more reborn videos, this is not the place for you. I love it. Love it. I gotta subscribe to this gal. And I gotta go back and see any more recent videos, or maybe she's just not on here no more. I don't know.
you should go find something else to do with your time. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and embrace who you are, because that's who you are meant to be. And anything you're interested in isn't a bad thing whatsoever. We'll see you soon. Bye. All hobbies can't just be
Very, very good, guys. I want to go back and look at some of the comments. Thank you so much for making this video. Wow, love this video. Love this video, great points. A lot of people close to me can watch that. I feel the same. Do you guys still feel it's the same nowadays? Has anything changed? Has anything changed the last 9 years, or are we pretty much the same? At Reborn Huggles, I know this YouTube channel. That's one channel I recognize. Good job. You're an inspiration. I love the thumbnail. I'm not sure what the thumbnail is because I just jumped on here and noticed her. Good video. Love the message of this video. I agree with you. To me, reborn dolls are dolls. No offense to anyone. I've always collected and loved dolls. Good, good. It's all positive. There's nothing negative. I have not seen anything negative. It's all positive. Um, no, I love reborns. I have one because I'm 10 years old. I'm definitely too young to have kids. That's cute. Really like your video. Thanks for sharing. I agree. Some people think people who are different or do different things are weird. I'm a kid. I love, maybe she's on kid channel. Maybe that's why I haven't seen her because she not kid channel, but no, because you wouldn't be able to make comments. I think if it's just for kids, you can't make comments. So no, I don't know why she hasn't come up with my feed, but she did this time. I love it. I love how new people show up in my feed, and I'm just like, who is this? And then when I seen how many followers she had, how many people watched this video, I thought, we gotta watch this video. Love this video. Love reborns and collect Paradise Gallery dolls. Blah blah blah. Everything is so positive. Very nice. We gotta watch some more of her videos. I love it. I love babies. I have one reborn and her name is Allie. Nice. There's a lot of kids on here. Now, I haven't noticed that under other people's comments. There's another kid. I don't have a reborn. No, I'll get one for Christmas. I'm 8 years old. My name is Aaron. Excuse me. No, I'm 8. But I love reborn. 7 years ago. I wonder if this is this person grown up here. They were 8 when they commented, and is this them grown up? That's funny. I subscribe. See, some of these comments makes me think that there's a lot of children under here. Now, my videos, I don't get a lot of children. I know there's a couple at one point. But yeah, I don't get a lot of children. So maybe that's something oh no, it's an adult. I want you, reborn. I want you, reborn toddler. Gimme. Can I have one? I have 25 reborns because I've wanted kids, but I can't. Oh my gosh. This was a good video, guys. I like it. I like talking to you guys. It was very interesting. And I want to thank you for joining in. And it doesn't seem like anybody wanted to jump on here and say hi, but that's okay. But thank you. Thank you. It was fun doing I'll call it blind reaction, Dolly Diaries blind reaction videos. Oh my gosh. Name reveal for my pickle boy. You know what? I wasn't even going to do a live video. I'm just like, who is that? And I thought, well, why not? Random voiceover chat and change. Oh, Rebecca Cloud Kids. Gotta love her. If you don't subscribe to her, go ahead and do that. But yes, this was fun, gals. I like this video, and definitely I've got to put her video in the link. I think I did. So how do I? Oh yeah, I got to attach her name to this video. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, guys, and have yourselves a fabulous Thursday and weekend. Bye for now. Bye-bye.